Welcome to Basically Sci-Fi, the short story podcast with stories you can basically call sci-fi. My name's Todd.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Jared.
And this week we are going back to regular stories in the regular universe that we each had crafted for ourselves rather than the collaborative effort. The collab was fun, though.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
It was oodles and oodles of fun.
Oodles.
Yeah, oodles.
But if you will tolerate it, I will tell you a story that I've written on my own this time.
I suppose.
If we have to.
Come on, funny man, fucking make me laugh.
I have a story, and that story is called The Unusually Heavy Flow of Fate.
Oh dear.
Actions carry weight. So many things have already been decided, even before you were born. The strength of will required to slow the universe's momentum is too much for most. With that boy in tow, you won't outrun me for long. Goofy taunted from the flickering shadows of the burning city of dark. Raven's broken legs were supported by robotic braces, but his mechanically augmented ambulation caused unusual strain on the boy that tired him quickly. Goofy was right. If Airy the Executioner and Mitch the Hammer abandoned the boy, they might be able to throw the gray cyborg Professor Goofy off their trail somewhere in the labyrinthian city. But the two buff, sexy adventurers' sense of justice wouldn't allow them to abandon the 15-year-old. You gotta keep running, buddy. We need to find Goofy's little sidekick and murder him. If we can murder that little pervert, it'll restore Goofy's sense of empathy, which will take away his powers. Mitch grabbed Raven's hand and pulled him along. A random laser blast screamed by, barely missing Mitch and his ward. The echo of heavy footsteps followed. Goofy's cybernetically enhanced legs allowed him to move unbelievably quickly for a nerd. My perfect objective logic allows me to deduce your escape trajectory. There's no way you'll evade me at this speed. You're lucky that despite the fact that I know exactly where you are, my intelligence doesn't necessarily translate to perfect motor skills or aim, Goofy yelled. Damn it, Airy scowled. We don't stand a chance like this. Where's that little rag fucker? Suddenly, the gentle, wet, rhythmic squishing sound of rags being fucked could be heard coming from nearby.
Oh boy.
Rounding a corner, Airy, Mitch, and Raven found him. A human, hunchbacked with gray, pallid skin, sunken black eyes, wet black hair, and an unmistakable ball of oily rags wrapped around his cock. Airy pounced, grabbed a tuft of unnaturally long back hair, and with one hand lifted the rag fucker high. His rags slid to the ground with a plop. Airy turned to face their pursuer. Mitch stood by his side as Raven hid nearby. As Goofy appeared from around the corner, his eyes widened momentarily, but narrowed again as he raised his weapon. Put him down. No. Because of your actions, this creature will have to suffer for you to learn a very painful lesson. Gosh darn it, I said put him down! Airy threw Ragfucker hard on the ground face first, knocking out a couple of his already loose teeth and bloodying his nose. He pressed one boot into the small of Ragfucker's back, and then grabbed his left arm. With a practiced hand, he pulled a knife from his pocket and cut off Ragfucker's index finger. Ah! Ragfucker cried. That was my rag-holding finger! Without hesitation, Airy threw the finger away and grabbed Ragfucker's other hand. No! Those are my rag-holding fingers!
Oh, Jesus.
What are you doing? That's not how hostages work! Tell me your demands now! Goofy screamed. No demands! The good guy in this story said flatly as he cut off another finger, and Ragfucker screamed about his rag-holding fingers, even though they're probably all rag-holding fingers, honestly. I just want you to watch and know that this is your fault. I get it, just let him go, he didn't do anything, Goofy begged. No, you don't get it. Eri said and popped off one of Ragfucker's fingernails like a soda tab.
Jesus.
When Goofy fell to his knees bawling, that's when Eri took his knife and plunged it into Ragfucker's belly and tossed the little man at Professor Goofy. Eri then turned to Mitch and gave him a high five. Mitch smiled and turned to where Raven was hiding and gave him a big thumbs up with his Kleenex avian hand. See that, pal? We taught Goofy how to have empathy for his fellow man. Raven poked his head out from his hiding place and screamed, Look out! He's still got a gun! As if on cue, with a sudden burst of light, Mitch crumpled into a ball on the ground. That was exactly as brutal as I expected. And now that I've closed the distance between us, there's no chance of you escaping anymore. Goofy turned to point his blaster at Eri, but before he could fire again, Raven dashed out and placed himself between the two adversaries. It's me he wants, Raven said. That's exactly correct, said Goofy. He then shot the kid too.
Oh no.
I knew that as soon as I told you I was one of the fingered, you would focus all your efforts on disabling my powers, Goofy sneered as he holstered his gun. It's not like I'm invincible like Cuck or all-powerful like Perdue. If you had tried to fight me more conventionally, then maybe I wouldn't have won. Just because I'm the smartest man in the universe doesn't mean I can't be punched or shot or stabbed. Eri closed his eyes. He prepared his mind and body for the end. I guess all of time and space is going to disappear now. You got what you wanted. Don't worry about those two. I've only blasted them with a fear beam. They're curled up in the fetal position, experiencing their worst fears over and over. The effects should wear off shortly, and then they'll both be completely fine. Except for the kid, who will have permanently lost his ability as one of the fingered. I wonder what my worst fear would be, Eri thought to himself, rubbing his chin. Do you want me to shoot you with my fear beam so you can find out? No, because I'm pretty sure my worst fear would be to have a herniated dick.
Oh god.
Goofy was about to ask if he meant herniated disc, but peering into Eri's beautiful deep green but also deeply vacuous eyes, he already knew the man meant dick. He then shot Eri with the fear beam too. Oh, hell no! Dicks aren't supposed to bend that way! Goofy observed the writhing human for a moment, and then threw up in his mouth. Don't worry, warrior. Like I said, the effects will wear off soon, Goofy found himself saying. He shook it off and renewed his resolve. The next step of his plan was the most important part. It was finally time to kill Space God. Meanwhile, in a trash compactor elsewhere on the New Australia, Iggy-88 and Nova were chillin'. Goofy had commanded Vrika to command Turnip's men to bring the one called Jared to them from Eri's group. When asked who was Jared, none in the group responded. There was only Iggy-88, Nova Minerman, Rupert the Pervert, and Raven. But since the pirates were convinced there must be a Jared in the group, they attempted to take everyone. Rupert and Raven were injured and unable to run, but Iggy and Nova had managed to evade capture by diving down a nearby trash compactor chute.
Oh, classic.
As you do.
Well, that was smart, Nova sneered as she pulled a banana peel out of her long blonde hair. Thanks, Iggy said with a smile. But we really need to get out of this trash compactor before they compact the trash, you feel me? Sure, but since when do you say you feel me? I heard one of the pirates say it. Did I use it right? I guess, but that's not really used anymore. Okay, noted. After a burbling sound, a voice came from the murky depths of the trash juice. Yo, man, I still say that all the time. Damn it, Swamp Scream, you've given us away. Two smelly-ass tentacle monsters emerged out of the waste next to Iggy and Nova. Yo, my be Magatrain, the dumber-looking tentacle monster said. Regardless of your failure, Swamp Scream, we must now make all efforts to win their trust. Understood? Said the one called Megatrain. Yo, yes, sir, Swamp Scream said with a tentacle salute. Are you two pirates? Nah, dog, we're like tentacle monsters. And there's just the two of us, so I don't know if there's like a whole race of us or what, but we live in this trash compactor and eat anything organic that we can get our tentacles on. Of course we eat anything organic, but we would never eat any living beings that entered our domain, Megatrain corrected his associate. That's weird, Iggy said, noting their chasmic mouths lined with multiple rows of sharp teeth. You wouldn't eat any humans? Even a really delicious-looking one? Yo, I could definitely chomp on some particularly scrumptious-looking humans for real, Swamp Scream admitted. Megatrain popped him on the head / torso and whispered loudly, I said win their trust, damn it! Yo. Okay, tasty humans. If you'll be my friend and trust me completely, I got this spacesuit here someone threw out, and I checked, and there's like nothing wrong with it. You could use this to escape out the trash compactor. Really? Yes, we'll be your friends. Thanks, you're a swell tentacle monster. Nova cheered and hugged Swamp Scream tightly. Yes, he is, Megatrain said, wriggling his tentacles, hoping he was next in line for hugs. Nova put on the suit, and then she and Iggy found the button used to jettison waste, and the two were sucked out into space. Trust achieved, the two monsters high-wonned. Not only did they make new friends, but Swamp Scream got a hug, and Megatrain got to watch. Pretty good day for a couple of tentacle monsters in a trash compactor.
Oh boy.
After being jettisoned, Nova and Iggy were surprised to find that the New Australia and the Galactic Society of Friends had gotten quite close. Within swimming distance, actually. Unsure of where else to go, Iggy decided to flip a coin. Heads, we go back to the New Australia. Tails, we try our luck at the Society. Iggy flipped his coin, which then flew off into space forever. Nova just shook her head. It occurred to Iggy that Nova couldn't hear anything he was saying, so he dug into his pocket to get some more sand. But Nova had already started making her way to the Society, and Iggy followed. Passing through the energy barrier port to the Society, Nova and Iggy were shocked at what they saw. The frost giants of Njordstjornu were standing around the port, heads bowed. All were murmuring quietly. What do you think they're doing? Nova asked and began to get out of her spacesuit. Looks like praying, but that can't be it. Praying is stupid. Suddenly, the murmurs stopped. All the giants lifted their heads and stood. Frost giant men, women, and children clapped their hands, spun on one heel, and performed jazz hands. The one called Coach stood and started shouting. Ha blah 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 blah. Oh shitariri boobula. Boo poo 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 poo. The end.
Wait, he said the end, or is
What
that the
are
end?
you?
Oh, sorry.
No. The end of the prayer, I guess.
It's the end of the story this week.
No.
Sorry.
What are you doing? Iggy shouted across the docking bay. Praying! Coach shouted back. That's stupid! Iggy shouted again. Okay, what should we do then? Coach shouted again. Iggy moved closer because he realized it would be easier for him and Nova to move closer than for all the giants to move closer to them. I don't know. Why are you praying? Iggy asked at his normal volume. Our dear leader, King Fragcool, is dead. We have already once passed beyond the sky into the stars, and witnessed firsthand that there is no Nordhalla, no heaven and no gods. As you say, prayer might be stupid. But how else can we process our grief? Yeah, that's a toughie, Iggy said. Have you tried nutting up? Jesus space Christ, Iggy, try being more sensitive, Nova said, and then turned to the giants. Don't listen to that mean old android, you guys. You can pray, it's not stupid. In fact, I think it's kind of cute, like naive and innocent. It's fun to play pretend, and it doesn't hurt anyone. I don't deal with grief well either, seeing as I'm an alcoholic now. Anyway, what happened to your king? Fragcool died in battle, which is the way he would have wanted to go, technically. Though I think he would have preferred not to die. A horrible feathered, tiny-dicked foreigner punched him, and Fragcool immediately exploded. Many of us accidentally got some of his blood in our mouths, for our mouths were agape in horror at the sight. How horrible, Nova gasped. And then what? Iggy pressed. The feathered one and his tiny rat friend asked us if we knew where a white-haired human had run off to. And then what? Iggy pressed. The tiny rat man asked if we could make our giant booties clap. It was debilitatingly annoying. Interesting. And then what? And then they left, and you foreigners arrived shortly after. And then what? And then we started talking. What do you want me to say? Damn it! Damn it, Coach, we need information. Don't spare any details. Okay, well, we were praying for our king, and then you said, "What are you doing?" and called us stupid. Yes, thank you. I think we're up to speed now. Iggy, Nova said, does that mean you have a plan? Not at all, but we've got some good info. There was quite some distance between this ship and the New Australia before, but Perdue must have used alchemy to move the ships nearer each other. What with the trouble that we had originally escaping Cuck and Perdue, we can assume that they also couldn't access a working ship. Therefore, they must be swimming into the New Australia's orbit, again assisted by alchemy, to pursue Eri and resume his fight. So, given the limited amount of time between their interaction with the Frost Giants and the time it would have taken to swim between the two stations, we can infer that by this point in time, they may have landed on the New Australia, but haven't likely found Eri, Mitch, Raven, or Rupert. Yeah, okay, said Nova. That much seems obvious, but what do we do? Run away? 'Cause if the plan isn't to just drive someone off the edge of the universe in a taxi, then that's outside my wheelhouse, Iggy said with a shrug. Okay, well, I've got kind of a wacky scheme. Try to follow along and tell me if it makes sense, Nova said. Where are we? The Galactic Society of Friends, Iggy said confidently. Right. And the Galactic Society has a big fuck you war crime planet-destroying laser, right? Of course, everyone knows that. But what in the space heck are you getting at? Okay, follow me. To be continued.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was worried there for a second when the fucking Frost Giant guy was like, and the end. I was like,
No,
I don't know why that hit me so hard, but it was funny.
I mean, I don't know. I've never prayed before, but that's how you do it, right? You say the end.
You say the end at the end?
Sure.
Yeah.
Give me your money. Fuck you, Jesus. The end.
I've never heard that prayer before.
Well, you know, prayers come in all sizes. Very good story this week.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Yeah.
I really like how they were basically like treating Goofy as if he was, you know, like Cuck or the rest of the fingered. How they're like, you know, immortal in some way or another, or omnipotent in some way or another, right? Except Perdue's a little bit too dumb to notice that he's like omnipotent. So that one, they could probably just shoot Perdue and he probably wouldn't be able to do much about it. But unless he had like a thing, he's like, this potion will never let me die. And then he'll drink it and then, you know, it's his own piss.
Yeah.
And that's a whole thing. But with Goofy, yeah, he's just like really smart. So Goofy's just really smart. And that itself is a great power, but it does not make him immune to, like, you know, bullets. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised that they're like, you know, like, we've got to get rid of his power. And it's like, you could just get rid of his head.
Yeah.
But they did. Because that's not how heroes work. Heroes don't just get rid of heads.
Yeah, they cut people's fingers off and then eviscerate them in front of their only friend.
Yeah, real hero stuff this week. A real adventure. Like,
yeah, no, that's
hashtag
that
only
part
heroes.
definitely got me. The Eri killing the guy, high-fiving about it. Like a true hero.
We are following the heroes of the story.
Yep, this is the hero's journey.
Oops, all heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I pretty much knew that maybe I'd get a laugh out of you, Jared, with that one, and then Adam would go, "Oh no." That was my expectation when writing it.
And that's what you got.
Yep.
I mean, it's funny. It's just a oh no funny. It's not a ha ha funny.
Oh no, it's a ha funny.
Yeah, right? We're subverting expectations. Good guys don't do that.
Good guys don't subvert expectations.
Thank you for listening to the continuing adventures of the hero Goofy and the hero Airy.
Yeah.
Someone in this story is a good guy.
Line's kind of blurred there for a minute, but you know.
Someone's a good guy in this story. I'll let you guys figure it out. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe telling me who you think is, the good guy.
I think it's Cuck. With a name like that, man.
Well then, sure, just leave a bunch of comments saying cuck.
Cuck.
Yeah.
That's how you laugh. That's how
I won't
that's
take
how your
it
character
personally. I'll know that you're just talking about the character. So, thank you very much. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
laughs. See ya.
Bye.